RC cars and trucks of 2020. There are hundreds of RC cars to choose from, so who will come out on top? Well, as we are midway through the year, with worldwide quarantine no doubt holding back some hot new releases from Traxxas and Arma, we're taking a look at the best RC RTR cars on the market today, starting with number 10, and we'll see the cars get bigger and faster as we move up to number 1. Well, we kick things off with the Traxxas G63 AMG 6x6. People were blown away by the TRX4 when it first came out. If you want to up the game yet again, just as Traxxas have done, then you need to look to get yourself a TRX6. There is very little this car cannot do. It's a full-scale replica of the original Mercedes G63 AMG truck, complete with light kit all round, which looks absolutely awesome, and plenty of light for you to crawl along at night. And in terms of traction, lockable differentials, just like the original Traxxas TRX4, 2-speed box, and this means the thing will get over just about anything out there. Its abilities are absolutely phenomenal. You think the Traxxas TRX4 can get over rough terrain? The Traxxas TRX6, as you will see here, takes it to a completely different level. And pretty much every upgrade part or hop-up part made for the Traxxas TRX4 can be fitted to the Traxxas TRX6, meaning that you can upgrade this truck to your heart's content. It's available from A-Main Hobbies, and I'll put a link to it below the video. It's available in black, grey, and recently white. It's completely ready to run, but you will need a battery and charger. And at number 9, we have the game-changing Axial Capra. Now it's available as a kit or ready-to-run version as shown in this video. Why is this a game changer? Well, it features a dig unit enabling the rear diff to act as normal, the rear axle to be completely unlocked or completely locked. With it completely locked, you can see that greatly increased turning radius there. With the dig unit, you can climb up just stupid stuff that a normal crawler simply wouldn't be able to get over. It's groundbreaking. Dig units have been around for a while, but not on a widespread basis, and certainly not on a ready-to-run rock crawler, which is why the Axial Capra is so highly rated and so groundbreaking. And as you will see in these video clips, there is very little indeed that is going to trouble the Axial Capra. I will put a link both to the kit and the ready-to-run version in the description below this video. But all in all, this thing just looks absolutely awesome. When it comes to crawling, you've got to be considering one of these. And at number 8, we have the Kyosho FaceUp Mark II, available in a wide range of body shells, including this stunning Dodge SRT Hellcat, through to things like the Renault Alpine GT4. Now that car may not be familiar to those of you in the US, as that's only a European model. However, the Alpine GT4 FaceUp Mark II is available worldwide. They also do it in a wide range of classic American body shells, as you will see in just a second. FaceUp Mark II cars are R2S LiPo ready. They feature a 550 can, 14-turn motor, oil-filled shocks, and high grip. Here we have two classic American cars, the Dodge Charger and the Chevy Chevelle. And having seen those in person, they are so super scale you'd almost be afraid to drive them, but they will obviously put up with a bit of abuse, as you have seen in the video by Kyosho here. And they even go on grass! And whilst they do look to be a huge amount of car, for the money you will also need to budget for a battery and charger. There is a link to all of these cars shown in this video in the description below this video. And at number 7, we have the Arma Typhon 3S. Now if you watch this video, if you were thinking it couldn't handle jumps, then think again. I nearly put the Arma Granite 3S BLX in at this position. But if you watch this video, this thing can bash up there with the best of them. Not only that, if you like cars that handle very well with all 4 wheels on the ground, then this is definitely the one to go for, over and above the Arma Granite 3S BLX. Just check out that air. Well, as you can see, it's quite a good little basher. But not only that, when it comes to handling, with just a few simple tweaks to it, the car, you will see this thing hitting well over 70 miles an hour, which is just like its big brother, the 6S Arma Typhon. Link to it below the video. And at number 6 we have the Traxxas Max. Everything you could want from an AS XMax, just a little bit smaller and without the big price tag. Now some people do moan about the price of this, but I've got one of these and I can say it is worth every penny. It's very fast, capable of some huge air, pretty durable, very easy to work on indeed, and I can see this thing dominating the mid-size monster truck market for some years to come, because there is very little indeed that this thing is afraid of doing. Upgrades that I would strongly recommend is fitting the Wide Max kit to the car and the metal CVD drive shafts as well. Also, if you are lucky enough to pick up one of the dealer editions with the lighting kit, that is well worth getting because the thing looks absolutely stunning. It has a 4S, ESC and motor on there. Whilst it's ready to run, you will need to buy a battery and charger. It's self-righting and it has the same clipless body system as its bigger brother, the 8S XMax. I'll put a link to the car below the video. Just remember guys, if you like what you see today, don't forget to subscribe. And at number 5 we have the team associated DR10 drag race car. The no prep drag racing scene is simply exploding across America, and certainly coming out of quarantine I can see this being one of the fastest growing aspects of this hobby. With no prep drag racing, you don't need to invest an awful lot of money besides that initially spent on the car, and setting on one of these drag strips where you can do that on the road, outside your house, or even on the smallest of parking lots. There is a lot to like about the team associated DR10. For one thing, you can be sure that it is going to be a quality product with it being under the team associated banner. It has a super scale Pro Street look to it with a giant wheelie bar at the back, the fat slicks on the back and the skinny tyres up the front. All in all, an absolutely cracking package. Link to the car below the video. And exploding on the scene at number 4, it is the simply incredible Arrma Mojave. If you had a Sentinel or you've driven one of those in the past and you were impressed with that, the Mojave takes the performance to a completely different level. Almost looks like it should have a solid rear axle, but as you can see from that view back there, it's not. It's got fully independent suspension all round. And everything that was maybe not quite right with the Arrma Sentinel was cured when they brought the Arrma Mojave out. This thing jumps like an absolute dream. Child of 3 could just do stupid air with this thing. It handles very well indeed. As almost a beginner's fast car, this would be ideal, as it's so easy to drive just at stupid speeds and jump over stupid stuff as they're demonstrated in the video here. It'll do 60 miles an hour plus straight out of the box, and while it doesn't have a solid rear axle, it's very easy indeed to steer the car and drift it around on the throttle as you are seeing here. You will need batteries and a charger. Link to it below the video. Now at number 3 we have the C DB XLE 2.0. Yours truly has one of the original one of these cars. I would say if you like 1/5 scale cars but you're not necessarily a fan of an XMax, you don't necessarily want a basher, you want something that handles supremely well, then one of these is for you. They're showing it here on sand, but on dirt or loose gravel or grass, that thing handles like it is on rails. I mean, it cuts through the sand in these videos pretty well, considering it's not got paddle tyres. It is going along a fair turn of speed. It takes 8S power like the XMax, classed as ready to run, but you will need to buy batteries and chargers. It's not a basher in the strictest sense of the word, but it will take long, fast jumps and clear 125, 150 feet going flat out. The 8S power has to be seen to be believed. Link to it below the video. And at number 2, it is the awesome Traxxas 8S XMax. Love it or hate it, you cannot deny its driving and bashing capabilities. Over just about any terrain, the thing is simply unstoppable with that 8S power. It gets simply awesome traction on any surface. It can handle stupid amounts of air, as Kevin Talbot regularly demonstrates on that. Will wheelie on demand in the blink of an eye and will just about crush any terrain you can throw at it. It does have a self-righting mechanism, which again, people either love or hate on there. It's got a body which just has one clip to fasten it on, the same as the Max. And while it's classed as ready to run, just like the C DB XLE being 8S, you also need 2 batteries and a charger. I resisted buying a Traxxas 8S XMax for a couple of years. Bought one last year and I've never looked back. Absolutely love the thing. Second only to the next car on our list. There is a link to the 8S XMax below the video. Well, and number one, it's the Armour Infraction. I can safely say no RC car I have ever owned has given me more fun and more pleasure to drive than this thing. Yes, it's solely road focused on air, but you will be able to take it on loose gravel without too much of a worry, provided you don't mind cleaning up after it. And once those tyres are warmed up, it becomes the ultimate drifter machine, and they actually genuinely produce smoke once they've got heat in them. Yet real burnouts can be had with this car and real smoke coming off as you slide it around the corners. 8S power and over 80 miles an hour straight out the box, very little to beat it. Maybe the Armour Limitless, that's not a ready to run car, which is what this review has been about. Link to it below the video. Well, thumbs up if you like this video, guys. Post any comments you might have in the comment section below the video and hit the circle below to subscribe. And if you do hit the circle, don't forget to hit the bell.